anything, are more voices doing this. That's really how we're going to support more people, support more women, support more families, even our own here in the U.S. And so I think it's just having that mindset of the best products we can really bring to anybody is the opportunity to be a CE with us. And one of the things that I really just try to emphasize when I am at an event, like obviously the greatest place where you're going to meet anyone is at your shows. You know, you have a captive audience there for that amount of time that you're sharing. And so when I'm doing a presentation, I try to like highlight just for me what being a CE has done. Like I've been a CE now for 2 years, and I really just try to emphasize once we kind of come to the end of I've talked about the products and I've read y'all's story. And that's kind of a hard story when you talk about the acid attacks, that I always just say, you know, this obviously thank you so much again for coming to learn and to get information about what we're doing. And I know this is hard information and there's a lot of darkness, but I hope overall what you're hearing is good and hope and light that's coming out of this. And now that you have this information, what can you do with it? So I say, of course you can shop. You can support our artisans through their products and purchasing those to give as gifts for yourself. It's empowering them in their businesses. And then I share, and of course we're always looking for partners with us in this. So if you want to host your own event, your own gathering to bring awareness, to help support, again, the artisans on a greater scale and partner with me, it can be through a gathering like this in your home or a coffee shop, or it can even be an online or a catalog event. Anyway, it just continues to spread awareness, and we're so grateful for that. And of course, we have a rewards program that you can be aware of, just as our way to say thank you for doing that with us. But I said, truly, the most important way and the biggest way that will have the most impact is becoming a CE. Because again, you know, we alone can do so much, and yes, my drop will have a ripple effect. But we don't just want ripples, we want a tidal wave of change to happen. And so by having more voices, by having an army rise up, that's when we're gonna make the greatest impact for these women in these situations. And so that's when I kind of share in like a nutshell at the end. And then I might throughout the evening though, like, or even in the beginning when I kind of just tell my story about why I became a CE. I mean, a lot of my story, and it's your I story. You all have it one. You know, yours is all going to be different from mine. But again, you want to be authentic above all else. You want to tell the truth. You know, if you're struggling, you're just like, oh, I haven't quite hit the level I want, then you just borrow belief, or you can borrow someone else's story. Like, I know my friend Jess, you know, she's a stay-at-home mom and now she's replaced her teaching salary with her work. You know, like, it's happening. Our company is growing and it's changing, even if you're not at the level yet where you want to be. But some of the biggest things I try to share throughout an event too is just like what I've gained so much from Trades of Hope is the opportunity, one, just for the fun and the friendship that it is. I was a stay-at-home mom, I was a teacher, and I honestly was just struggling with not just purpose, but just adult thoughts and conversation again. So like I always tell them, thank you so much for coming tonight. You've come for me, just so and I can talk to grown-ups. But just the friendship that we've gained in our sisterhood. I said it's so amazing to be with these other women that again have the same heartbeat and want change to happen. So I've gained so much in that. Also, just I love the freedom and flexibility that comes with this kind of business, because you really have the choice when and how you want to work it and what you want to do with it. So I'm grateful for that, to work around my family's schedule and my personal schedule. And then of course the financial benefit that it's made for me and my family. You know, again, we were a single income family after I chose to stay home with our daughter, and now that I've supplemented my teaching income, that we've been able to give more, to do more as a family. We've been able to have travel. I've been able to even go on vision trips, meet our artisans, all through the work of Trades of Hope that I didn't think I would have before. And so I think just sharing those things, I kind of focus on those F's, like fun, friendship, financial, freedom and flexibility. Like those are truly the things I have gained from Trades of Hope. And again, you can make those your own. You know, you can, as you look at what the business has done for you, or you can speak about. I know there are certain CEs on our team that being able to buy Christmas presents for their kids this last year, like that was a huge benefit that came from their work as a CE the last year, or going to Florida, earning a retreat, you know, getting away for a weekend was huge for some of them. So talk, again, make it your truth, make it your story. But again, I think when you talk about, some people truly, you don't know, they might be seeking friendship. They might be in a job that's really isolating where they sit in a cubicle all day and they don't talk to people, and they're just craving relationship. Or maybe someone is going home at night and they're struggling with it. How are we going to pay the bills this month? So don't make any judgment either on someone when you see them, like even if they say, oh, well, she's a successful doctor and here she's at this show, and like we get so intimidated by people, but it's like maybe she's really struggling with the hours she has to put in and is looking for something else to replace that. So the other thing, I just ask everyone. You don't know their stories. You don't know what's going on in their heads, and until you give them the invitation just to take a look, you might find a need that's there that you can help. Again, it's just about service, and it's about meeting a need that they may have, and you are giving that to them. And it's kind of selfish. I've learned, like, it's selfish for me to keep that in because I don't know people's stories and I don't know what they may need. So just be bold in that. And so when you're at an event and at a party, you know, when we have our order forms, it says, do you want to host a party, or do you want to learn more about the opportunity to, I should know the words right now, to be a world changer and earn an income or something like that. So when I go through an order with a person, I'm trying to get better at this. I'll just go through and verify, so this is your correct name, and this is your mailing and shipping, billing and shipping address, and these are the products you want, right? And then when we come to those little boxes, I'm just making it like, so are you interested in hosting your own gathering to get some free products and partner with me? And if they say no, it's okay. And then I still go to the next box and I just say, do you or someone you know might be interested in just getting coffee and learning more about the CE opportunity? And it's just putting it out there. It's just, do you want to grab coffee? Do you want to know more? It's not like saying, are you going to check this box and be a CE tonight? You know, it's not that at all. It's just engaging conversation, and again, opening up that opportunity to see, is there a need there, or do you know someone that has a need that might be interested? So I think to me that's the biggest thing when it comes to recruiting, which I really hate that word, I'm not going to lie. But just sharing. Again, that's why I call it, it's just an opportunity. And I found this in the back office too, and I can post it in our group, but if you're struggling, like, well, I'm struggling just even to meet people, and it could not even be for potential CEs, but for even hosts that you need, or people to share with. I mean, this is all about leads, like people that you work with, people that you meet, like your mail carrier. I honestly have had like my postal carrier buy Trades of Hope products for me because he's bringing me so many boxes at certain times. And I gave him a thank you card one day with like a little coffee like gift card in it, just like, thanks Jim for, you know, all your deliveries. It was in the winter, you know, I feel so bad for them in the winter when they have to come out of their cart. And he like in turn, and then I put my business card in it, like he in turn like asked one day, like, I'd love to buy some products for my wife. So it was so sweet. But again, it's just out of gratitude, you know, and service, like that reflects and people get that. I mean, so anyway, it's from bank tellers to your bakery, pharmacy, coaches, teammates if you play sports, hairstylists. I mean, she has over 58 people on here that she thinks of. So again, this is kind of like, could even be as you're thinking about possible people to talk to about not just the opportunity, but just host a gathering. Like I said, I'll put that in the group for you. And again, there are trainings on recruiting in the back office. If any of you listen to Mary Ann's, like her aspiring future director calls, she just has additional trainings on that. Like there's about 4 of them. And I mean, but her big thing, and it's kind of like my mantra too, just we're planting seeds. You're continuing to plant seeds wherever you go, whoever you meet, whatever you do. And I just think that's the important thing, is to put those seeds throughout your presentation as well. You know, just talk here and there a little bit about what you've enjoyed. That, oh, I love when I got my kit, this was in my kit, it's still one of my favorite pieces. You know, that they know they can buy a kit for $99. Like, that's nothing really when you think about just starting something for about $100. So And I think to stop, we are so easy to take the path of least resistance when it comes to sharing. I mean, I get nervous. I don't want to say it sometimes. I don't know why. It's just human nature. We don't like the no's. Nobody likes to be told no. But their no is not anything against me. Whenever they say it, you know, it's not a reflection on me. It's them. And sometimes it's just they don't have the information, that they don't know what they're saying no or yes to even. So that's why I always say it's more of an opportunity just to grab coffee, to engage in more conversation with someone. So that's about all I really had on that. Are there any specific